Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. Welcome to another lesson with another type of essays. Today we'll try to study the narrative essay. Narrative essay is the second pattern within the time order organization, because we said previously that under time order organization we have two types of essays. We have the process essay that we saw in the last lesson, and we have the narrative essay, which is the lesson of today. Now, when I say narrative, of course here I realize that this term is derived from the verb to narrate. To narrate what? Or to recount. Usually, when we say narrate or recount, we mean a story. A story of related events. I mean, a story which contains a set of related events. Good. So, narrative essay is a type of essays which narrates and tells a story. In other words, it narrates a series of events or incidents which happened in a chronological order, right, to form a story. So, in this type of essays, we are required to narrate a story, recount the events of the story, and order the events of the story according to their time of occurrence, time order, or what we say, chronological order. Clear? Simply, this type of essays also is called what happened essay. What happened? So in this narrative essay, I'm going to explore and discover what happened in a particular event, or I don't know, story, and so on. Clear? So this type is related to sometimes maybe only an event, or a series of events, right, that happened usually in the past. Usually in the past, because when we say narrate, it means I recount, I give, you can say, an account of events that happened in the past. What happened? Clear? What happened? We may, or I can discuss in this type of essay, for example, an event like a birthday, of course, narrating all its details and events. Also the event of a celebration and what happened in it. A vacation and its different events according to the time occurrence. Clear? Also, I may narrate what happened in a shocking experience. Recount all its details and small events. Right, and all of them, of course, logically, as usual. Also, it can be a happy occasion. Right, or even one's life story, one's biography or life story. It can be a good topic to write about in this type of narrative essays. So, usually, when we narrate, we recount, right, an ordered series of events that form to me a story. Right, and of course, these events must be ordered as they happened, chronologically. Clear? One after the other. Good. Now, this type of essays has three major aspects. Clear? It can be experiential. It means it can be related to an experience which happened to someone or to you as a writer in the past. That's why you deal with it. You discuss it in your essay. Also, it can be anecdotal. You may tell an anecdote and all its events in this essay means short story, short, brief event happened to you, you recount it in details. Clear? Or also it can be personal. You may also narrate personal experience about something that happened to you in the past. Clear? In the past. Right. Good. Now, in this type of essays, exceptionally, as a writer, you can be subjective to a very, far extent. Right. How? Subjective. You can use the first person narrative style. You are now recounting a story which happened to you, usually as a writer, in most of the times. So you can use I, we, me, in my birthday, on that day when I was, clear, then I left, then I came, clear, then they shocked me, I was afraid, it terrified me, and so on. Clear? So here you are allowed as a writer to be subjective to some extent, of course, within the limit of your story and its events. Clear? And its events. Right. Or also you can, on the other hand, tell the story or your experience, story or an account of an experience from an objective point of view. If you want a story about someone else, about an event which happened, an accident which happened, and also what happened in it, you may be also very objective and mention only the events and the incidents which happened in their time order as they happened and as they were, one by one. Clear? First, for example, the accident was, it was working, then after that, workers came, then, for example, a problem happened, then it exploded, then, for example, they tried to fix it, but however, it was too late, but the intervention of, came, like this. So you can be also objective, right? But it's also allowed to be subjective and to immerse yourself in your story, because this story, in fact, relates to you as a writer. It's your own narration, your own story. Clear? Your own experience. Right. Good. The tense used in this type of essays is usually past tenses. In the past simple, past perfect, right, past continuous, and so on and so forth. Because usually narrative pattern of writing is associated with past events. Just arrange and order these events in the past the way, they occurred, chronologically, good. Now, consider also how to order these events in the past. For example, a story contains a long series of events. So here, of course, we need to use the transitional signals, transitions, to order my events one by one according to their time occurrence, and also to show the reader the sequence of my events. It means in this type, the presentation or the narration of my events in order should be clear to the reader how, through the use of the appropriate transition signals. First, after that, then, later, clear. Also, you may use phrases like after lunch, after they left, or also clauses, and so on. So all what can be used as a signal to show the order and the arrangement of your events, in order, one after the other, is recommended in this type of essays. Clear? Right. Because here we are narrating a complete story from beginning till the end. So we need to guide the reader with us to know what comes first, or what happened first, what happened second, what came after that, then what followed, till the end of our story. Clear? Good. Now, how to write this type of essays? Like any other essay, this narrative essay has three major parts: introductory paragraph, body or supporting paragraphs, and concluding paragraph. What do we do in our introduction of a narrative essay? Here, of course, I have a story to introduce. I have an anecdote or an experience to pave the way to. So here, as a writer, you need to pave the way. Introduce smoothly your story, step by step, until you reach your thesis statement, which is usually the last sentence in your introduction. Here, you should inform the reader precisely and clearly about what you want to narrate. For example, my birthday was very exceptional. So here, birthday is my topic. It means my thesis statement must include the topic, which is my event, birthday, some experience, my first day at school, I don't know, or any other event, right? Or also your story, clear, my life, my childhood, for example, suffering, and so on. So here also, besides to the topic, you may add any other word that can act as your controlling idea. Clear, it was exceptional, it was a very terrific experience, it was, I don't know, a very exciting day. Okay, so all these can be good thesis statements. It means you inform the reader at the end of your introduction that you will talk about this birthday, or this exceptional day, or this terrific experience, or this, I don't know, bad event which happened to you in your childhood, and so on and so forth. Now, in the body, what do I do? Here I have a series of events. Here I start detailing and recounting and narrating the events of my event, right, sub-events of my event, or the events of my story, one by one. I start from the first one, clear. Then I come with second, third, next, the other one, until I finish my story in the body paragraphs. Yet here, of course, we have a lot of events. Normally, as a writer, you can divide your body of the essay, okay, according to the number of, into paragraphs, the number of the major events. If you have major events in your story, you can, for example, devote a paragraph for each major event, and you include under it some sub-events. Clear? Right. As we will see now in our model essay about, my first experience of traveling abroad. Clear? Right. So here, normally, you should divide your body of the essay into paragraphs, and in every paragraph, you develop and discuss one of the major events of your story. And of course, these paragraphs and these major events should be ordered chronologically. The first paragraph about, for example, the first event. Then, second paragraph about second major event. Third paragraph about the third major event. And so on and so forth. Clear? Let them be at most three. Clear? Three body paragraphs. And why not? Of course, you are allowed to include all the events in one body paragraph. It's not wrong, it's correct. Clear? Good. Then, at the end, of course, here I need to show the transition from one event to another, and to show clearly the sequence of events which happened in my story using the appropriate transition signals. First, after that, then, later, not long, and you continue. Of course, here I need to relate the paragraphs in a coherent way using these transitions. To show the smooth movement of my story from its beginning till the end. Right, till the end. Go. At the end, in my conclusion, I'm going to restate as usual topic sentence. It means express the same topic sentence differently, used in different words, but keeping the same meaning and content. For example, I don't know, my birthday was really an unforgettable day, which I will never stop thinking of. Clear. Then you may, after this, summarize the major events which you included in your body paragraphs briefly, and at the end you may come up with your own impression about the story, your own lesson about the story, your own message you want to deliver in your story, a comment about your story or experience. Clear? You are free to add at the end what you want. Just stick to the same topic of your story and don't include another event. Clear? Another new topic. Clear? Because here we need to maintain always the unity of our essay by always introducing our story, narrating its events, details in the body, and conclusion, we just summarize and restate this story briefly to remind the reader, of course, of our story and its major events. That's all. And for the sake of also keeping its coherence, we should use, as we said before, the appropriate transition signals to create that kind of smooth shift or smooth flow from one area to another. Clear in the story. The reader must feel that the story is really a sequence of events, sequence of related events. There's a kind of, you can say, steady drift, or kind of streaming from one idea to another, one paragraph to another, and no breakups, no detours, clear, no gaps between the events. Right, go. Now here at the end of our theoretical lesson, of course, as usual, we try to introduce model essay, which represents this pattern, which is narrative pattern of writing. Here I have written to you my own modest essay with simple English words to show you that it's not something difficult to do, right? It's about my first experience of traveling abroad. So, introduction includes, everyone dreams of traveling abroad. It was my dream too, and the opportunity came to me. After my graduation and having the best grades, my family decided to reward me by sending me abroad on a trip to my aunt. Yet, my first experience of traveling abroad was not that comfortable. So, as you see here, I have introduced and paved the way to my topic of my story, traveling abroad. Clear? Right. And at the end, in my statement, I introduced clearly my first experience of traveling abroad. Here is my topic. Was not that comfortable. Not comfortable is my joint idea. Now, the first paragraph. First, I started preparing my documents. Right. First, for the passport, it was a marathonic journey to collect its documents. Right. In addition, getting a visa was a nightmare too. After filling out the form, I received an invitation to the embassy for visa interview. When I had got there, I had to make the queue. There was a huge crowd waiting outside. I felt dizzy and was about to leave until my turn came. So the first major idea is prepare my documents. Clear for the interview, visa interview. Now, after returning home, I started packing my bags. When I thought of what I might need in my trip, I found many things unavailable. So I prepared my list and went shopping. After leaving the supermarket, I realized that I spent or I had spent a lot of money to become half broke. Now here, second major idea is what? Prepare my bags and my things I will need in my travel. On the day of my travel, my family was busy and couldn't go with me to the airport. So I went alone to the airport where I got lost. I knew nothing of the steps before I arrived the plane. I felt scared and lonely and wasted much of my time strolling until a policeman guided me. However, it was too late as my plane already took off. All my hopes evaporated. So the third experience or event is his events or experience in the airport. Clear. Where he missed the plane or right appointment and he got lost. Finally, now this is my concluding paragraph, or in brief, traveling abroad was not as exciting and easy as I thought. Statement. All the steps, preparing documents, getting the required things, and being at the airport were troublesome. Therefore, I decided next time to be rewarded differently and in a more comfortable way. At the same time, I felt that I had learned a lot from this experience, maybe more than if I had been abroad. Clear? So this is simply a simple and modest model essay of narrative pattern to show you that you can write easily this type of essay, recounting any story happened to you or someone else or any event. You may narrate its story after ordering them, of course, chronologically, okay, according to the time they occurred in. Right. Of course, reading this first essay model is not enough. That's why I added to you the second model essay, which is about how a person got rid of bullying. Clear. You can read also, it's about an experience of this person and how he could get rid of being bullied by his friends. Right, so enjoy reading both essays and good luck and thank you so much.